Hello Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your August 2026 money and career reading. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot, and if you have been here before, welcome back. And if you are new to my channel, a very warm welcome to you all. If you guys do enjoy your reading, just a quick reminder, please just take a half a second to hit that like button, the thumbs up. It really does help get my video out there because the algorithm sees it as you recommending the video to other people. So I truly do appreciate that. But subscribe to my channel as well if you enjoy my content. But this is a interesting little month here. We've got a big energy shift, okay, in the month of August. First off, we do have eclipse season. Eclipses are, bring about fated changes. They are portals of opportunity. They can bring unexpected endings, unexpected beginnings, and spiritual resets. So, if you are looking for something new or looking to switch things up a little bit, then this is a great month for you guys. But it is also one where we are putting to rest, putting to bed something that may have been blocking our progress or standing in our way. And that is the lunar eclipse, the full moon in Pisces on the 27th of August. Full moons represent a completion of a cycle, and yes, something may come to an end, okay? And it can just be the end of a project. It can be something coming to fruition for you, perhaps, right? But it can also be something that you are ready to leave behind, old habits and patterns and behaviors, right? Some of us really do need to switch up our money habits right about now. But excitingly enough, August 12th is when we've got the solar eclipse, new moon in Leo, and this energy is extra vibrant, extra helpful, because we do have Jupiter in the sign of Leo. Jupiter is our planet, our most beneficial planet, bringing us good luck, good fortune, expansion, and growth, and really amplifies anything that it touches. And so not only do we've got the new moon in Leo amplified with the solar eclipse, but we've got this extra jolt of energy with this super positive Jupiter in Leo energy. So this can be a really exciting time for you. A lot of electricity in the air. This can be where you put a fresh perspective on something, or you really do take some play a leadership role in your own life in some way, right? Maybe you've been wanting to change jobs and you just haven't quite had the opportunity, or maybe you've been stuck in your comfort zone. Jupiter will help you get out of your comfort zone, and so will the eclipse. So you can be making the decision for something new. You don't necessarily have to take action on it, right? Sometimes more often than not, those decisions start from within, right? Before we ever do anything externally. So shifting energy coming in here. We also do have Lionsgate portal on August 8th, major amplified manifestation energy there. That portal is open from July 26th through to August 12th, right? So great energy there. 8-8, right? For manifestation. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. We've got envy. Interesting. So, envy, I'm pretty sure that it was Virgo that had this particular card as well. And so with the envy card, this person standing in the gray shadows is looking into this golden sparkly palace. And so she is looking beyond what she already has. And I don't know how well you can see it, but she's holding a bowl of riches, the pearls, priceless things. But she's not paying attention to what she has. She's paying attention to others. And so this can be a really challenging energy sometimes. It's kind of like a little bit that keeping up with the Joneses, right? And that's not necessarily the best energy, because you don't really know what's going on behind the Joneses' door, right? They could have all these sparkly, shiny things that, that you can see, or that they let you see. What they don't let you see is the debt behind that, right? Or how financially strapped they are just to keep up appearances. So really, when we get the envy card, this does require a little bit of examination and change, just to make sure that you are focusing on you, at staying in your lane, and knowing that what you have is enough, and what you have can also be expanded, right? So give gratitude, give thanks for the things that you have, even if you're in the middle of a challenging period, because you learn things from those challenging periods. And those challenging periods do come to an end. Okay, so be thankful and grateful for everything you have, even those challenging times that you are going through or have already gone through. Okay, very, very important. Stay in your lane, right? It's really about staying in your lane. You do you, right? Don't worry about anyone else. Quite often the people that brag about stuff, by the way, are the ones that actually aren't as prosperous as they would have you believe. But you are. We've got blossoming abundance here. I love this energy for you guys. Blossoming abundance. It's your time to shine. You could be having something coming to fruition. You could just find that things are starting to get a little bit easier. August is a huge activation month, right? So it may be one of those months where the energy feels different, you feel a little bit different, maybe things feel a little bit more easy peasy, and it's like I feel the shift in the wind. And so there may be things that do happen for you in August, but some things are going to take a few months probably to play out. Again, a new moon in Leo. We can have short term within the next 2 weeks until the next full moon, which is a lunar eclipse, right? Or the next month, right? Or until the next new moon, which would be a new moon in Virgo. That could be the timeline for you with the Envy card. Or the next 6 months when this new moon in Leo ends up in a full moon in Leo, right? Longer term, and eclipses can last a couple of years as well. So we got a lot of little milestones that we can hit with this. But the important thing to know is this is a portal opening up for you for abundance to flow easily to you. But pay attention to that, because that's going to block your flow of abundance. Energy coming in for you, we've got the Three of Cups. Now, I love that. That is absolutely awesome for you. The Three of Cups can bring in some good news, something to celebrate. The Three of Cups also is teamwork and collaboration, right? The people that we spend our time with, the people that we work with. And so you could just be entering a month where instead of, people, kind of, especially in your workplace, instead of people, kind of not getting along, not collaborating, or just kind of being me, this is a shift in energy, right? So it's like we're going to work together. Birds of a feather flock together, right? So we're going to work together. We're going to enjoy life. Maybe your boss goes away in August or something and everyone feels a little freer, right? But the Three of Cups can represent your social groups as well, okay? And, there is a cause for a celebration, a time for celebration. Now, some of you may also, with Blossoming Abundance, you could get like a surprise gift or a bonus or something like that. And the abundance that's coming through for you is perhaps a little bit extra time. And with that Three of Cups, you could be spending some time with your friends, going on vacation, just enjoying life a little bit, because all kinds of happy vibes come up with that Three of Cups. Just before I put this deck down, we've got the sun at the back of this deck. So, so this solar energy really is all around us for the month ahead, right? And of course, eclipses, right? The sun and the moon are very active this month. So really important. But like I said, I love that Three of Cups. Also coming in, we've got the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups can be something unexpected coming in. Okay, but it may be something a little bit different than what you had expected. Okay, get engaged. Okay, get engaged. Because the Four of Cups here can represent that maybe you feel there's something missing. If you've been waiting for something to happen, something is about to happen for you, right? There is a gift coming in, right? This fourth cup coming in here, okay? Dude under the tree, though, he's like blah, 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 blah. He's not paying attention. He's not engaged. He's feeling a little bit apathetic, maybe a little bit bored, and he's certainly not keeping an open mind or an open heart. So in order to see the gifts and the blessings, right, sometimes maybe the envy card, we need to turn inward. But also we need to be open and receptive, because quite often when we do get this card, we do sometimes feel there's something missing, or that we're missing out on something. Okay. You might feel that you're missing out on opportunities here, perhaps, even though that Three of Cups is a really positive card. You might feel, again, we go right back to that envy card, right? You might feel like you don't have as much as other people. And so perhaps you are, kind of wishing and wanting and waiting for things, right? This is a month where you can make some things happen. You can set some really positive intentions. And of course, again, you can focus on gratitude, right? When we focus on gratitude, we get more things to be grateful for. But with that Four of Cups, I feel like there is something to celebrate, some good news coming in, or an opportunity opening up, whether it's just a little bit of time, maybe your vacation gets approved, and you maybe get a little vacation pay or something like that. You might find a smoking deal for some travel plans or something. So something's coming in out of the side. You may have been waiting for this for quite a while. Okay, you might discover something by accident, right? Remember, we've got fated events that can happen here with eclipses. But this can also be something where it's really saying to you, live your best life, stay positive, okay? Have some fun, and allow something to come to you, because something may not come in August, right? It's activating for you in August, and so you may need to wait a little bit, okay? But still something that you wanted, waiting for, wishing for, or maybe something that's just a surprise. Challenge this month. We've got the Lover's card. Okay, so do you feel a little bit disconnected? Do you feel a little out of alignment, right? Lover's card is a positive card, right? It's about true love and partnerships and soulmates and, feeling connected, right? So you can feel connected like you're in the right job, and you work for the right company, and you work with the right people, and sometimes not. And so, you might be working through some feelings here with that Lover's card, right? In regards to what you do for a living or where you work and all this, right? And it's a positive card in the fact that you have a choice. Do I stay or do I go? Can I fix this, or do I go out to pasture and look for something else? Do I like the people that I work with? If not, can we do something to change, right? So that Lover's card can just represent that part of the challenge may be, getting into alignment with other people, or, kind of just working through some of these questions that you might have for yourself right now. Is there room for growth in the company that I work for, or is it a dead-end job? Right? Have I hit the glass ceiling? And so you may be asking all those things. Now, I do have to touch on, hey, Libra, I do need to touch on the fact that the Lover's card is a card of partnerships and love. Okay, love and romance. So you think about your significant other if you have one, right? And this is, perhaps a little bit of a challenge with your money in some way. There could be some career disruptions, whether it's you or your partner. This can be where, maybe we need to figure out how to stretch our dollar a little more. We need to sit down and focus on our family budget. And that's the boring stuff that no one ever wants to do, but unfortunately we have to do that sometimes. So that can represent a little bit of a challenge, because maybe one person is like, we need to batten down the hatches, and the other person's like, nah, we'll be okay. Or I don't want to talk about this right now. Money challenges or money discussions can sometimes, if you're not already on the same page, can sometimes represent a little challenge in relationships. All right. So all of that challenge comes in with the Lover's card. But the good thing with the Lover's card is that you have the ability and free will to make your own choices and the right choices. Okay. And you can also mend any kind of issues that you may have with partnerships, even if it's going out and finding a new one. Okay. Finding a new job, that kind of thing. We also have with your challenge energy, 10 of Wands. Okay, so you're carrying a burden of some kind. You're feeling the stress, right? And, when we have the 10 of Wands, it's this energy of, I'm always moving forward. I'm never giving up. I've got a lot of responsibilities, got the weight of the world on my shoulders, but I'm still moving forward because I don't have any other choice, right? So, this can be some great stress in a partnership, or maybe you've just been really, really busy at work, and part of the challenge there might also be spending time with your partner or your loved one. And this can be where, you know, you've been working a lot of overtime and stuff. So the Ten of Wands is, an energy of responsibility and how much you're carrying yourself. So do you have balance in a partnership, right? Do you carry the financial load equally, whatever equally means for you? It's probably not 50-50, right? Do you feel good in that, or does everything fall on you? So there's some stresses there that you may need to work through. But the good thing is, again, that Lover's card is in the upright. So having clear, concise, constructive conversations, right, can certainly be the key to kind of lighten your load. The Ten of Wands can also represent working really, really hard, and you're ready to level up. You're ready for more responsibility. And think of this as like, you're a worker bee, right? But you're ready for like a leadership role. And you're very good at that, Libra, because you are balanced and fair in your dealings with people the majority of the time, right? And you're an empathetic leader. So this can be a really good time for you. So it's like, I've taken on extra work in order to try and get ahead. Sometimes that can backfire, as you know. Okay, sometimes, the more work you take on, the more you get piled on top of you, and then you make yourself kind of stuck in a role that you're in, because now you do so much. Now they won't promote you, right? Because they don't want to lose you out of that role, because you're taking on so much extra work. So sometimes we can't change that situation. Sometimes we just need to get out, right? Because they get used to that. Okay, so just be aware of that. Ten of Wands does remind you to put up boundaries and be aware of what you are taking on, because just because you can doesn't mean you should, and you don't always get rewarded for all the extras that you do. Okay, so maybe cut it off at the Seven of Wands instead of going all the way up to the 10. Blessings headed your way. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Look at that, guys. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles, number one, the blessing is your ability to pay attention to details. Okay. So really do pay attention to the fine print, to the details of things. And, that might save your hide. Also, if you're working on a project, make sure that you pay attention to the finesse of the project, right? Your little finer details there that can take it from, a 7 way up to a 10, right? And it's like the best thing that your boss has ever seen. But the Knight of Pentacles is also about your blessing of putting one foot in front of the other, one day at a time, and keeping your eye on your goals and your dreams. Sometimes how we navigate, how we get there may change, right? Your job is a vehicle to get to your goals, right? Your financial goals, your career goals, whatever. And so one day at a time is how you get to that finish line. Sometimes it's a marathon, not a sprint. The Knight of Pentacles, though, can bring in offers and opportunities your way. This can be a new job. This can be a promotion. This can be a pay rise. This can be even you spending some money on something that you have been saving up for, you desire. But in the upright with the Knight of Pentacles, it is money well spent. Okay. So again, some of you may have like a vacation or something coming up, and you're like, okay, I'm going to watch my pennies, but I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to take things slow down a little bit. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy. But patience is a virtue. Patience is necessary with this guy. But also taking things a little bit slower. And slowing down can be a real, real blessing to you. And hopefully you have that opportunity for that. But there can be some wonderful things with our Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Five of Wands with that as well. Now, the Five of Wands can represent a little bit of drama. Sometimes it is a card of competition, people competing for the top spot or for what they want. And, this can represent, I often do get the Five of Wands when people are actively looking for or pursuing a new job, or they're putting themselves in line for a promotion. If people are looking for love, I quite often get this as well, right? Because you've got to throw yourself out into the world. You've got to throw yourself into the mix. And there's other people competing for what you want as well. But hopefully you can rise to the top. This Knight of Pentacles, you are stable, right? You are stable and reliable. And this could actually propel you up above your competition. The Five of Wands can also, again, represent some drama either in your family or your office. Okay, it's a very active card as well, a very active energy. So you could just, perhaps on your vacation, there's, you got your kids with you if you have any, maybe other family members. If they're around, you're taking it easy and they're just like let loose, right? They're just like running wild, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, but the Five of Wands can also say to you, you need to take action to overcome any kind of hurdles that you're trying to overcome right now, any kind of challenges you're trying to get yourself away from, so with that Five of Wands, you might need to change something that you're doing right now. Okay, but again, this is in your blessings energy, so I feel like whatever actions that you do take, right, you can overcome whatever you need to. Your advice from Spirit, we've got the Magician. Man, oh man, this Magician has been popping up all over the place. So believe in yourself that you can create the life that you want, whether you need to do something new or just infuse fresh energy into your world, into your situation. The Magician represents your power, your ability to create, find the resources that you need. Focus on the things that you want. Focus on the things that you're attracting into your life. Okay, don't worry, envy. Don't worry about anyone else, right? They're in their own path. Okay, follow your path there. All right. But that Magician is a wonderful energy, showing you that this is a powerful time to focus and manifest your dreams. And whether you need to just step back and be a little open, or whether you need to take a little bit of action, trust your instincts here. Okay, trust your intuition, because that is what's going to lead you. And we've got the Queen of Wands here as well. Also another card that has been popping up all over the place. Queen of Wands, it's your energy, your power, your strength, your passion, your ability to create, to find inspiration, to get motivated, to do things, your ability to make the right decisions. The queens are very decisive, right? And the Queen of Wands is like a powerhouse, okay? And so stand in your power, all right? Don't let anyone take your power away, because you have a lot to offer, a lot to give. So you can have a lot of success. You can create something new. You can discover something new. Queens are also open and receptive as well. And what we say all the way back here to the Four of Cups, right, is that we need to be a little more open, because quite often the best blessings come in a little bit different format than what we thought that they might, right? Because it's seeds of opportunity, and sometimes we need to examine something. Your blessing, your Knight of Pentacles, examine something and see what those blessings may be. What can this turn into? Where can I go with this? So we do need to look into the future sometimes a little bit with that, but you've got the ability to do that as well. With that Queen of Wands, there may also be a key figure, a key person in your month that may, be able to help you in some way, or that you can partner up with, right? And it's a very exciting, very exciting partnership. So we're going to get some manifestation messages out here for you guys. You are an eternal being. Take a look at the world around you. None of it can exist without you. No matter who you thought you were, you now know the truth of who you really are. You are the master of the universe. You are the heir to the kingdom, and you are the perfection of life. Big confidence boost for you there. Don't try to control negative thoughts. Don't worry one bit about them. All you have to do is deliberately think as many good thoughts as you can each day, and they will cancel out any negative thoughts. Practice this daily, and in a short time, you will have completely retrained your mind to consistently generate positive thoughts. It's a big one, right? And live your dream on the inside first. See it in your mind and feel it in your heart until it feels completely real to you, and then it will manifest in your life. It's always today, right? The manifestations are always today. Speak it into reality. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there for you guys. That's what I have for you. I hope there was something here for you. Again, if you enjoyed your reading, please do hit that like button. At the very least, it takes 1 split second from you, but it really does mean the world. But also subscribe if you enjoy my readings. But I hope you have a wonderful August, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.